With that, let's move on to Mr. Total Quality Management, Rene Domingo. Rene,
Yep,
are you
I'm
there?
on.
There
Can you
you
hear
are.
me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Well, good evening to everyone. This is gonna be very short. I don't have PowerPoint presentation. I've met many of you in my past webinars. I had two recently, one for this Indian Association, Alumni Association, and a couple of weeks ago I had one for the executive program. I talk about the pandemic, how to develop strategies to survive in the pandemic and how to pivot your business in this coming new normal. And next week, I'll have another one with the AIM Indonesian alumni. So I'm glad to see you again, and I'm happy to share a short story of how I came to be teaching in AIM. So I'll try to shoot two birds. I'll answer Jumbo's most memorable, experience as well as lessons learned from this experience. By the way, I started in 1982, and would you believe three of the panelists here were my former students, starting with Nick Hill, who was my student in MBM, and next is Ron Chua, and of course Richard Cruz. That's how old I am. But this is what makes you proud of teaching, the quality products. Okay. So anyway, I've been teaching pivoting recently for businesses to survive in the new normal. So my life, when I started, it was actually a series of pivot. When I joined in 82, I was asked to teach logistics in MBM elective. But as I was preparing for that, um, the professor for computers moved on, resigned, and AIM told me, "Can you teach computers?" So I had to pivot right away to prepare a new course outline for computers. Yeah, computers at that time was basic. I had to teach basic programming and VisiCalc, all those spreadsheets. And then a month later, I was told again, hey, the QA professor resigned. Huh? You have to teach QA, quantitative analysis. Imagine that in a span of a few months, I have to pivot three times. From second year, I had to teach first year, and I have to do a different subject. And then a couple of months again, the OM professor resigned. Then I have to teach OM. Well, that was not a difficult pivot because OM was my forte, was my expertise. So for several decades, I've been teaching operations management, especially the lean system, TQM, all those things I've taught you, and lean thinking. Now, about 5 years ago, the planet, the triple bottom line was getting interesting, and I told the Zwilig School, I like to offer, sustainable operations elective, which I can teach to MDM as well as MBM students. Oh, by the way, I'll backtrack a little bit. I forgot to. I remembered there was another pivot. This was MM. So I was asked to shift from MBM to MM. And in MM, there was no subjects. Everybody should teach everything. The rule in MM, every week we have a pile of cases. And Jumbo, if you remember this, the rule in MM is you throw all the cases on the floor. Huh? And every faculty would pick up the case. Huh? And whatever you pick up, you teach that next week. And you know what happened? I pick up an accounting case, very difficult. Then suddenly I pick up a marketing case, and then a cost accounting. Oh my God, what do I do with this? Fortunately, I have background in accounting, I have background in marketing, so I have to pivot several times. I was in MM for several years. I know some of the my students are listening. Anyways, it was it's how you learn the ropes. How you learn the ropes, because we teach general management, so you should be able to do this quick preparation, quick setup. Anyway, back to sustainable operation. So I've been teaching this for 5 years. I think some of your students here are listening have been my students in that elective called SO. So I've been teaching that for several years. And this is how I I developed my interest in triple bottom line. Though I'm not really in the development school, but I teach how to apply it in operation. It's more the execution that's more important. And quite recently, because of this pandemic, I probed deeper into this crisis, and it turned out that there are a lot of lessons to be learned. How do you apply operation systems, these kinds of thinking into this? So as part of my sharing, I on top of writing books, okay, I thought I'll go to social media so I can share my thoughts faster. I can publish faster. So you see me in my Facebook, in my LinkedIn. So what would be my latest pivot? Maybe I'll pivot into blogger, a Facebook blogger. Maybe that's that's how to change the world. And you never stop learning. So finally, let me end with this note. Adapt to the environment, and don't think you're students and we're teachers. No, we're all teachers. We have to learn, we have to teach, we have to share. Okay? I know there's a divide in this webinar. We are teachers, you are students. No, we're all teachers. We're here to share. We're here to learn and share at the same time. So I hope with this short message, we can live through this crisis, survive it, and thrive. Okay, so thank you, Jumbo.
Thank you, Rene. And that was very nice of you to remember all of those things. You know, Rene Domingo, I remember way back when he was new in the faculty, I took him around Jakarta, Kuala Lumpur, and Singapore to give a talk on total quality management. And back in the day, see, nobody had heard of it. And I swear to God, we filled up these hotel ballrooms with our audiences who wanted to listen to Rene. At the time, he was the acknowledged expert in the region on total quality management, and I'm glad to know that he has kept it up. He has continued sharing his developing and sharing his ideas on basically on better management. That's what Rene is all about. That is his mission in life. Thank you, Rene.
Just a more relaxed question, professors, maybe I address to everyone. This is a kind of behind the scene question. I just curious want to know how you prepare the case before you go to class. How you prepare teaching? Because just now, Professor Rene Domingo said that the way you allocate or distribute the case is just you throw the case on the floor and everybody, one of you pick it up. How you prepare to teach in the class?
Okay, Rene, why don't you answer that? You got us into this mess.
Thank you.
Well, I think that's one of the magician's secret you don't share. Anyway, well, it's an attitude visit. It's an attitude. You know, when you land a job in the corporate world, you don't know what's coming, right? Your boss will tell you, do this project, do this, that. It may be so unrelated to your specialization, but you have to do the job. Otherwise, you don't keep the job. So it's resiliency. You should be able to be prepared anytime. I call it quick learning. How do you learn quickly? Okay? And we need that during this pandemic because this is a new crisis. So you have to learn fast. So this is one of those management skills that we try to teach you. We don't give you enough time to study the case. And that's part of the environment. So don't complain if you don't have enough time because faculty don't have enough time also. Because that's the real world. Okay? We don't have time for preparation. It's a given. Okay? Nobody will give you time in the corporate world. We follow the pace of the markets, right? If the markets are in a hurry, you don't tell the market, please wait for me. No. It will leave. Opportunity will leave you behind, right? Your competitor will leave you. So visit is more an attitude rather than a methodology. Once you have that right attitude, you'll find the means. You'll find the means. So that's basically the best answer I can give you so far.
Thank you, Prof.